This guide respects your time. All methods have been extensively optimized to maximize energy activator yield farm per hour. Please leave a comment if you know a more efficient method for any ingredient. Bunny is mandatory. We want her AoE capped as well as infinite uptime on damage and running. Take the following modules: skill expansion and maximize range for AoE, maximize conservation and strong mentality for skill cost reduction, nimble fingers and skill extension for duration, MP collector and selective recovery for MP management. If you're running a budget bunny, I'd go with skill expansion, maximize conservation, skill extension, MP collector, and a level 3 selective recovery. You'll be a lot slower, but with good resource management, it'll work. Try to run a sensor with MP recovery in combat and max MP, with a consumables drop rate increase when required. Memories can also have flat MP recovery, but the numbers aren't great, so don't worry too much. First up, energy activator blueprints. Material pattern 2 seems optimal for this, which is 100% drop rate from Magister Lab, the first infiltration in the game. Try to optimize your route to be as quick as possible. In the background, I've uploaded what I think is the most optimal pathing for a solo run, clocking in at 1 minute 37 seconds. Barring new discoveries, it's probably not possible to get below 135, but a team might be able to push it down into the 120s with extreme optimization. It's important to get this time down as low as possible, and I recommend challenging yourself to make the grind slightly less laborious. Unlike Catalyst blueprints with a 15% drop rate, energy activators are a 3% drop rate, meaning you'll need 33 patterns on average before you receive the drop. The quicker you can gather these, the better. Challenging yourself on time is a great way to keep yourself motivated. I challenge you to beat 1 minute 37 seconds because outside of a few areas to save off half a second here and there, this was a real grind. Taking off a few seconds every single time I did run felt great though, and that kept me interested in going again. You can opt to reset the dungeon and wait 30 seconds, or port to Albion. Run to the operations terminal and go at it again. You save about 10 seconds going to Albion, but it's additional menuing, and for me, I'll likely just wait for the reset. Reliably getting a time of 1 minute 45 seconds is doable even with mistakes, and given the fact that it's 45 seconds for loading screens and resets, you're looking at around 2 minutes and 30 seconds per pattern. That's 24 patterns per hour, 36 per 90 minutes is about the time required to be on drop rate. But half the time here is actually running Gravewalker to crack open the patterns. It takes about 90 seconds to go through the process of cracking these open. Doing 36 per hour is reasonable, so all in all, you're looking at around 2 hours and 30 minutes on average per energy activator blueprint. Next up, low carbon activator. Only one strategic outpost elite in the game drops these, so switch to private in Albion and port over to the Fallen Theatre in Kingston. Equip a sensor to increase the consumables drop rate and port to a different region after clearing the boss. The behavior of resetting zones seems inconsistent, but I managed to farm 100 in 10 minutes and you only need 55 for craft, so this resource is relatively trivial to farm. Conductive metallic foil is acquired via encrypted vaults in Vespers. You'll want to have Enzo for this. If you're struggling for consumables to open the vaults, go and farm Anticipated Ambush Point in Sterile Land Rockfall. I had enough saved up for 200 metallic foils, and you only need 25 per craft. You could look on Discord for a rotation devoted to these, since everyone in the zone gets the resource when it's opened. I found the most success running in public instead of private, since some zones, such as the Lumberyard, don't seem to spawn the encrypted vaults in private lobbies. Public Lumberyard has 2 good spawn points near the portal, and there's one spot near the ruins that's also worth checking out. For heat plasma batteries, run hard mode Old Mystery in Hagios with no mods. Run to the Kuiper ore room and kill the waves to spawn elites until the timer runs out. Then restart the mission and do it all over again. I didn't find elites further on in the infiltration, so this seems optimal. It takes about 7 minutes per run, and you drop 50 during this time, give or take. Last up, Polyatomic Ion Particle. Elites drop this in hard mode fortress missions. Command Relay in Frozen Valley seems to be optimal. Load the mission, kill the mobs, an elite will spawn 30 seconds in, and then another one 45 seconds later. Kill both, abort mission, restart and repeat. The drop rate isn't guaranteed, so I recommend a consumables drop rate sensor if you have one. I have another video available on catalysts if you want to farm those efficiently too.